talk a little bit about like JUCO, like, because it's not for everyone. Just
Yeah.
kind of talk a little bit about your kind of experience there.
So I mean, it definitely, like you just said, it kind of isn't for everyone, but it can be, if you just make it kind of for yourself. I would say like a lot of my experience there, the culture was more of a, like, everybody wanted to get to the Division 1 level, so that made everybody want to push for a certain goal.
Hmm.
You're not going to get to the Division 1 level if you don't win. So that was one thing. We were like, we got to win all these games, because if we don't win, we are not getting recognized. We saw how, like, the 1 year before us, or the year I was there, the first year I was at my redshirt freshman year, we saw how they won. They won every single game, 11-0. All, I think, I want to say that they had probably about 18 kids on the whole team, the whole starting 22, go Division 1, and they won. So we figured, if we just piggyback right off of what they were doing, continue the success, we were going to do the same thing, and that was honestly what happened. Um, some of my experiences, though, I mean, yeah, they were crazy. I love those guys over there and stuff like that. So it was definitely more of a, like, a freer type feeling. We were all, it was three levels of our dorm. They were all football players. So I mean, you're gonna imagine some of the things that happens. There's just a lot of testosterone going around there and stuff like that. So it was just some funny ass times and stuff like that. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's like everyone talks about how it's like a brotherhood and that, you'll those guys will always be your brothers forever just because of all this crap and all the stuff that
yeah,
you had to
that
go
I
through.
would say, too, that yeah, that's exactly right. Like, we still snap each other in this group chat we have, or text each other, and like, we always, if someone does something good, like, we send it right in there. We're like, yo, like, congrats, brother. Like, even some of our dudes have had kids recently, like, they're sending it in that, and we're like, dude, like, that's so awesome for you, good for you. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it was a time of struggle, but now that we're out of the struggle, we all see what the riches are from what we were struggling through.
Oh, awesome stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. What would you kind of give advice to anybody who's like, especially, probably now it's a little late, but anybody maybe, down the line who's listening to this or anything like that, who's like considering JUCO, like what would your best advice to anybody who's like considering, or who do you think it's like made for, like JUCO? Because it's like I said, you're right. I think it's to an extent it can be for everyone, but it's not really for everyone.
I would say, I mean, I would say it's for the kid that, like, is definitely getting under recruited. Like, my story is a great one. Like I just got under recruited. Like, no one saw and I didn't really know my potential yet. So, like, if some kid is definitely like, he thinks that, I don't know, maybe I need another year. It's almost like you see kids out of prep schools. I mean, they don't take away eligibility, but you're like, maybe I need another year, or you want to play really, like, good, still good football, but your grades ain't ready yet, something like that. If you're just not ready to take the next step, JUCO is like the perfect little platform where, if you can test the waters, basically, if you're in a good program like Lackawanna, they're going to shape, like, a lot of stuff towards how the next college you're going to go to will work out. I'm not gonna, but some of the lower level JUCOs, their programs are nothing compared to what you're gonna see when you go to the next level. So it's like, I would say, like, one thing was, like, the competition at Lackawanna. We had a lot of competition there, so, like, that helped us a lot too. Just being there and stuff like that. But honestly, if just someone just isn't ready, if they think their body needs a couple, some kids' bodies, you're a freshman. If
Yeah.
you think you need like 25 pounds, and you want to put that on in a good way, and you're good enough to get to that next level, like, it's for, like, little stuff like that almost.